Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding.
It's Madden NFL 23.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground. ETN, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs at 4-7 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. ETN once more. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because they shifted into our gear. He was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Now ETN to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it down to the 28. These two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win it 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56.
Here we go.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
11.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Pat Fryermuth. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point open goal by 4. And we are tied at 14. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-point drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the option, here's ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now Jackson on first down. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Rookie Jermaine Johnson going all the way from last chance U to now dropping NFL quarterbacks. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Secret there, third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football, and I would imagine as a defender you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is, you set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
This is swung out to Eckler. And a loose football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Jackson throwing once more. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, a run with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've hit past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Burrow's throw complete there to Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, it's Burrow. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action with Burrow. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Dance, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Full connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Full now set to boot up after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he connects on a big one there. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson able to find Gray here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Once more, ETN. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. ETN is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
Has over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
Here we go.
80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Right side, and he finds Gray. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. ETN up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He finds McKinnon, complete. Evades him at the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Burrow's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw, Burrow. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now Burrow. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Burrow. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point is up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. That time on a 9-play drive brings them right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, obviously not much time left. Enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Lewis seen there for the breakup. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
The Jackson going to run again. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give a